Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Darlene. I'm going to be shuffling as I talk to you for just a moment. Here to do your twin flame reading. I am pulling this reading, let's see, 2 days before Christmas. And I hope everybody is ready. Those of you who celebrate the holidays, the Christmas holiday. Enjoy your family and your time with your loved ones. I know I am pretty much ready for mine. I'm going to be with my family tomorrow and the next day, so I'm excited about that. All right, I hope I hope we can get a little movement in this reading. I know your divine masculine has been a little stuck lately. Let's see what happens today. They're saying one more shuffle on this side. And if you've been here before, thank you. You know that I have two different sets of cards here. This is where your divine masculine on this side, and this will be the divine feminine on this side. You also have heard me say, if you've been here before, but for those who have not, if I refer to he or she on the card, there is no gender in tarot, so it's simply because that's what's on the card, or I could be sensing a more feminine or masculine energy. Oh, they're saying that's good. And if you like this, you might want to go back and look at the last couple of readings that I did on the twin flame journey that are fairly recent, to get an idea of what this has been if you're new here, and kind of because this is a journey. It is not always about the destination. In fact, in life, it rarely is. This is about a journey, and about each of you, I've got to be sure that's on the camera, are learning through this cycle. Let me move those up a little bit. And then lastly, as I get the rest of these cards out here on the table for you, please check out my other playlist. I do deceased loved ones, and I never know who I'm going to be bringing through, so it could be your loved one, if you will. Check those out. And then I do also some Scorpio readings. So if any of that interests you, just check out those playlists. I am getting close to 1,000 subscribers because I'm new here on YouTube. And when I hit 1,000 subscribers, I will be going live. So if you like what I do here, I'm sorry, I was distracted trying to see if that card was, which way that card was. Please subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you will get notified, and I appreciate you being here. You know the drill. If you like my content, subscribe. You'll get more of it. That's how that works. Alrighty, now all the cards are out. Give me just a minute to look and see what's going on with your divine masculine. I am really uncomfortable with that deck sitting there. I feel like I'm going to knock it off here. Just put it there for now. All right, the divine masculine. I think he has been focusing on work and his money, and that makes sense because it's the holidays. But we are looking for energies as it applies to the twin flame journey. I do know that, but we like to know what's going on otherwise too. So it feels to me like he's I'm just looking, I see no cups, 0 cups over here. You've got 1 cup card over here. Yeah, okay. So what I'm feeling though, what I'm feeling about this is he has just taken a time out from love, basically. I think he's been focusing on his money. He's, pardon me, kind of living the truth of where he is. Let me put it like that. And and you know, he's busy. I think, you know, this is the, you know, we often call this card the player card, but it means in and out energy, real quick, fast moving in and out energy. Some things have been illuminated to him. Maybe he's happy that he's doing this. Could be happy that he's focusing on his money. Be sure I'm sorry for shaking the table, but I just want to be sure it was on camera. He might be happy to be relieved from not focusing on love at the moment. And I'm not saying that to hurt you guys, anybody, but sometimes we all need a break. I'm kind of that's where I am right now, I'll be honest. So maybe he's just happy to be not dealing with the drama or romance or all that stuff and focusing on his money. That's kind of what it feels like to me. Because I don't think he's in the mood to be making any major changes right now. And this, all right, let me look at this 1 second. Because what I do is I go across and then I look at them up and down. So let me look at that real quick, because mean the Divine Masculine, really only has one major arcana over here. So I don't think anything new particularly this week is happening for him. And I wanted to look at yours. Yeah, you just have, well, you actually have 2 on your side. 3. Okay. Okay, so, and at the bottom of the deck is the King of Cups, and we'll get into that in just a minute. But I think, you know, this card, the 7 of Swords, in the upright is often called the card of deception and cheating and lying. And in our past readings, we have seen some of that with the Divine Masculine. We know that's gone on in the past. But again, the energy overall I'm getting from this is that he's just taken a time out from all of that, including whatever this was back here with this deception. Now this card can also mean a couple of other things. It can mean, in the upright, it can mean strategy. And again, I'm back to that feeling of, I think he just wants to take a time out. He doesn't want to strategize. He doesn't want to think about it. It's overwhelming. It's too much. I'm surprised the 2 of Pentacles isn't over here. To be honest, it may be. But anyway. But that explains it when I looked at the bottom of the deck. Because I think this Divine Masculine is focusing on loving himself right now. And we all need time to do that. In fact, I think we'd all be a lot happier if we took a little more time to do that. But it feels like he is taking time out to love himself because of a recent heartache he's been through. That's what that feels like to me. and that card, the Hangman, means in the upright, means just that, taking a time out. When it's in the reverse, depending on the reader, it can mean a couple of things. I think it could mean, because upright, yes, it means nothing's happening, but it also means nothing's happening because he's taking a time out to get a new perspective. So for me, when it's in the reverse, it's like, I don't want to think about a new perspective right now. I want to sit where I am. I just want to sit and enjoy a little sunshine. I don't want to strategize. You know, I really just want to, I'm busy focusing on my work, and I just want to, you know, do that right now. Maybe he's taken a time out. This card, as you know, for those of you who watch tarot, often means a reconciliation. So he could be thinking about that. But it can also just mean an awakening. That's part of this twin flame journey, is we all need to awaken to the lessons inside of us that we need to learn. Each party teaches the other one just by being in the relationship, presenting each other with learning and lessons. So that could well be what's going on with them during this time out. You know, he's not making plans right now. I don't think he is, but he is thinking about, you know, the justice in the reversed is injustice. It means something that's not just. And I'm surprised again. The energy I'm feeling here is more like a hermit, you know, like I'm thinking about what's going on here. I'm assessing what's going on. But there's no communication here right now. Again, this is another card of planning and thinking and looking out and making choices possibly. And when he does that, then I think maybe there will be communication. But right now, he's just thinking of maybe, you know, a lot of us do that reminiscing at the end of the year. We think back on the year and we think about things that have come to us that we loved and enjoyed and felt like were successes, and things that were disappointments, and that's what this card is. But this card in the reverse can mean someone thinking about a cup that they turned away, and or rethinking, I should say, thinking back and maybe I shouldn't have turned that cup away. Maybe I want to look at that cup again. Maybe I don't want to move on. Maybe I'm not ready to move on to something different. So I'm just going to sit here and be strong. I'm just going to sit right here and be strong until I come to clarity about what I need to manifest. Okay. That is that. And I didn't get down here yet. So I do feel the energy shifts, like it, and I know there's a line right here for me in the energy of this reading. So I think this is what's going on, and I think this is what your divine masculine is thinking about. Because, well, I have to be careful how I say that. Okay, I'm going to keep this generic. He's thinking about, well, okay, I got a couple of groups here. And so there's more than one level of energy, more than one story here. One group I feel like is, I'm just going to say it, they're just plain horny, and they're missing that part of a relationship, but they're kind of just, again, they're not wanting to deal with it. They're just wanting to focus on their money, work here again, work. But some of them may be thinking about this Queen of Pentacles, because these two cards are right next to each other now. And maybe he's considering now, because now this energy sort of reads like this to me, and then it comes arching over to your side. So maybe this divine masculine is thinking back on the good times and the passion that you shared together, because this could be you. And, maybe considering investing in this, putting in some work into this. He does love you, but I don't know. I just feel like this card is more about him right now. So it looks like he's still just sort of taking a little time out over here. Now let me come over to your energy and see. So I feel it's interesting. You've got a couple of the same cards, just in different places. So you divine feminines, you may be feeling like, fortune is not favoring you at the current time. That's what the Wheel of Fortune in reverse can mean. It can also mean, cycles turning, and, well, it kind of does mean that anyway, just cycles turning. And sometimes you're at the top of the wheel, sometimes you're at the bottom. So it could just mean you don't feel like you're in the best place right now. That's sort of what I'm feeling off of that. So you're thinking out, well, what do I want to manifest? What ships do I want to bring to my harbor? This is also a card about timing, divine timing. This card, the Lover's End, was originally called the Choice, but it is a love reading. So this could tell me that you have broken up. You're probably not talking to this person, because I don't really see that. I've got one card that can indicate communication over there, but I don't really think that's the meaning I'm getting. So I think you're not. And maybe you both are just taking this time out right now. You're hoping. That's interesting. I get that energy, hope, off of this card. I feel like you're hoping to hear from your divine masculine. We've got this Knight of Wands in both sides, and we've got the Ace of Wands in both sides. And oftentimes twin flames, you mirror each other, but it might not always be at the same timing. So you're thinking about the same thing this person. You're missing the passion. But it's interesting how these three cards fell together. You're missing the passion because you're not seeing each other. You're missing the passion, but at the same time, you didn't like that this was all in and out player energy, in and out player energy, fast coming and going, and really not someone that you can depend on. I feel not someone that's willing to settle down and commit to you, which most of you would prefer. And so I feel like you're just tired of this. This is telling me you want it, but you're tired of it. Yeah, I really love that part of this relationship, but I'm tired of never knowing when this person's going to show up, if they're going to show up, how long they're going to stay this time, or you know, whatever your feelings are about that. So then down here, I think this is just you. To me, this is, it's just telling me what you're feeling. It's not really action. It's a lack of investment, and this is just telling me more story up here. Why this Ten of Wands, which, by the way, the Ten of Wands is very, very heavy, but it is the end. It's telling me you're ready to put those down. You're ready to put these wands down. Every one of these wands is a battle that you fought, and you're weary. You are tired, and you're tired of looking for this Knight of Pentacles who's not going anywhere. He's sitting here. He's not showing up. There's no investment here. Even though you thought this person was your Nine of Cups, your wishes being fulfilled. And again, I've been getting some cards, well, never mind, doesn't matter. I was going to say, if any of you are Scorpios, watch my last Scorpio reading, because you might want to watch it. Okay. So I just think this can mean a number of things. The Four Swords in reverse. I feel the energy off of this right now is you're not done healing from this. That's what I feel like. I can't believe you don't have the Three of Swords over here. That's sort of what I'm feeling. But at the same time, I think there's a group of you that are saying, I might not be healed from this, but I'm also tired of sitting here waiting. I'm tired of sitting here waiting. I'm tired of, you know, I'm ready to pull these swords out, get up off this coffin, and maybe take a risk somewhere else. Maybe take a step and take a risk. But you're afraid. But you're afraid the same thing will happen, because this is someone who wins at all costs. It doesn't matter how he wins or who he hurts to win. He's just going to win. And I think you're afraid that might happen to you again. Sort of repeat of this over here. And I just feel you are just sort of holding back on this, coming back out of this healing energy. And because of that, because this card in the upright it's someone who's single and free to pursue, or it can mean liberation. But in the reverse, I don't feel that. I don't think you feel in your heart, you haven't gotten over this person enough to feel single or feel liberated from this. You're trying very hard to walk away from it. I just think maybe emotionally you haven't found that balance yet within yourself, because this has been there's been a lot of competition, and this card can mean competition and fighting and so forth, conflict. But it can also mean these people are training. Like in martial arts, we had these long wooden sticks. They're called, well, some of them are called joes or bow, depending on the martial art. But you practice with them. They're self-defense weapons, and so you practice, you train, you try to get better at your art or your skill or in your training. And I feel like that's more the energy that's coming off of this card. You're trying to find balance. All of these conflicts that you went through have made you stronger. That's the message. Yeah, and it's interesting. I got this Two of Pentacles on your side. And I think this can be overwhelmed. This can be, somebody juggling. Yes, you could be, just have a lot on your plate right now too, and juggling. It is the holidays. I think this, if anything, because I know what we've come across in previous readings, that many of these divine masculines were juggling you with another person. And so what I think, you're trying to find balance from, yes, this was training, but another way to read this is trying to find balance from this competition of being juggled. And now there's no communication between the two of you. There's, again, no communication. This can be somebody who's very angry words, a nasty fight. And you're just looking out, well, it's like the farmer goes to the field and looks at the seeds he planted the day before, and, well, I don't know if these seeds are ever going to come up. Maybe I'll never see anything from these seeds. He's he's looking back at his investments, but it is also a card of timing as well. And I just think you're not ready to take, again, I don't think you're ready to take a leap anywhere else right now. I think you're holding on. This card can also mean fear. It's the card of the miser. You know, he's got one foot on each pentacle. You're not taking my pentacle. So I think maybe some of you are just, I almost see, when I look at this, I almost don't see a pentacle. I almost see a heart right here in the middle. That you're just afraid your heart's going to get hurt again, and you're just, this is almost like self-defense. No, I'm protecting what's mine. It could be money. Certainly it could be money. From this, this to me is often the third party, you know, card. From giving my love to protecting myself from this situation where I gave my cup of love. And here you are. This is you, the Empress, in my twin flame readings is she's the divine feminine. So you're holding back. You're coming into your worth, what I started to say. You're recognizing your worth now. You know who you are. You are divine. You're beautiful. You're smart. You know, you've got it together. You know who you are now. Part of the lesson this journey has taught you is self-worth. And so you're not making any movement toward your divine masculine right now because you know there was too much in this relationship that was toxic for you. No collaboration is happening here. All right, I'm going to stop there. Sometimes when I go too far in the deck, it gets diluted. And now, let's see, what shall I ask? What is the potential outcome of these twins in the near future, Spirit? Do I want this deck or what? Yeah, I do. Spirit, please tell me, what is the potential outcome, thank you, between these twins in the near future? Let's see. Well, okay, one more, please, Spirit. Thank you. I just feel fear again. Of course, the Seven of Pentacles, I think we talked about that. No, maybe we did. It was in the bottom of this deck here, which I have nowhere to put. Again, it's really exactly what I was saying. So this message is more about you, Divine Feminine. I think you're afraid to invest your love because you're afraid you're going to get hurt. Period. It's that simple. You're afraid. And honestly, I actually feel some of that energy from your divine masculine as well. You know, this is supposed to be a bridging energy when I ask this question. It's both of you. And I think that's where you are right now. I think you're just sort of stuck and you're both afraid you're going to get hurt. It's really that simple. That I'm feeling you want to move toward each other. And remember, we had this Nine of Pentacles over here in reverse, but now it's in the upright. Well, I don't have any reversals in this deck, but you know, I just think both of you, it feels to me like you want to do this, but I just don't feel movement right now. I don't feel movement. And it's like can be the, you know, the awakening, the reawakening. It can also be reconciliation. So I believe you're both thinking about it, thinking about reconciling. Here's the Empress again with the Empress. But again, you're sitting here in Four of Cups. I'm afraid I'm going to get disappointed. This is the card of disappointment. So you're both being very, very patient. I think this just means you're taking a time out, you're assessing, you're juggling in your respective lives here. But I think you might find there will be communication soon from, guess who? You can't make that up. From a Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands, Knight of Wands, Knight of Wands. Yep. But unfortunately, we don't really want a knight. We want a king, thank you very much. So that tells me that your divine masculine is probably not matured to the state where you'd like him to be. And if he comes in now, he might not have really learned a whole lot or matured, like I said, to the point you would like him to be. So just bear that in mind if you do hear from this person, because you do have this one card of the Eight of Wands. Can be movement and communication, but it's from a Knight of Wands. It's saying there he's learning something about a victory, but or wants to learn about how to. I think this is saying he wants to figure out how to have a victory, and that's part of what he's thinking about. But honestly, he's trying. What I'm feeling, he's trying hard not to think about any of that around this week anyway. So that's where I think you are, both of you right now. I think you're both just enjoying a little time out. Try not to get stuck in this fear, whether it's with this person or someone new. You might meet someone new. It's the holidays and we're all going to parties and whatnot. You've got the Fool here, and I just hope you're not afraid to take that risk because of past experiences. This card can also be self-sabotage. So I hope that you're not holding back because of what's happened in the past here with your Divine Masculine. And that's a caution for anybody. You know, I'm not saying put yourself out there to the degree that, you know, you do something crazy, but use your good logic, of course. But don't be afraid, because somebody new you might meet will not necessarily have any of this baggage that this person had over here. I think that's all I have for you today. I really appreciate you all being here. Thank you so much. I hope you all have a very, very Merry Christmas and a wonderful holiday for those of you that celebrate. And I will see you all again very, very soon. Many blessings to you all. Take care. Bye-bye.